Yeah, what's up? Yeah, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, and we got a lot happening today. It was a press conference with Jacques Vaughn and Sean Marks, and I wanted to get into it. I heard bits and pieces, but I kind of wanted to watch it with you guys. Shout out to Nets fans, we the best fans. Listen, they basically, I'm gonna skip straight to Cam Thomas part. Basically, they asked, "Yo, is Cam Thomas going to get minutes this season? What's happening with him?" And he said, Jacques Vaughn said, he will get minutes, but he got to play both sides of the ball. So it do look like they are complaining about his defense a little bit, right? Respectfully, but uh, listen, you do got to play both sides of the ball. As long as he don't have terrible defense, I think he'll be out there. And they can't pretend he ain't one of the better scorers on the team because he is. So we're gonna take a listen to the part where he's talking about Cam Thomas, of course. Then we'll talk about other things. We'll bounce around. But Leaf in the building. All right, we good. All right, I got you. Hold up. Yeah. Okay, come on, give it to me.
Free throw, like I'm not going to give up. I'm gonna somehow find a way.
By committee, a system and a mindset.
And Jacques, back on Ben for a second. He's been vocal that he expects to play point guard and said that you were down in Miami.
Yeah,
Has it been communicated to him that that's going to be his primary position this season?
Yeah, I would use the word agreement more so than commitment. And the agreement is if he's playing at a consistent and
We don't need that shit, Barry. Don't start that.
Lucas Kaplan, Nets Daily. Nice to see you again.
Nets Daily.
Sean, this one's for you. No secret that there's a lot of guys on this roster maybe battling for one or two spots. Was it an emphasis to build a competitive environment with this being the first training camp for this group together?
Lucas, absolutely. That was maybe number one priority.
Oh, okay, my fault. Damn, it went off. My fault. Wow. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. I see the chat.
It's
What up,
all
chat?
out because you are an elite
What
shape.
up, Saint? Saint in the building. What up, Saint?
Peter Splendoria with Daily News.
Barry, I see you.
With Bridges going into his
Big
first full
gamer,
season,
man.
having a full off season, just what are your
Oh
expectations?
man, don't
for
get
him
cooked,
this
Andre
season?
76.
I think he continues to grow as a player, which is
Lee Greenman
the
says-
challenge. I think
Hold on, here we go.
just organizationally, you want everyone getting better every single year within the
Yeah.
organization. Performance, front office, coaches, players.
Iceman
all
in the
of the
building.
above.
I see. I'm about to
That
throw the
is
link in
a,
the chat, yeah.
High performance. Staple is everyone getting better. So we're going to put more on his plate. We're going to ask him to do more. But at the same time, you saw in Team USA, he grabbed on to what has made him pretty special in this league, being a connector on that team, being defensive minded every single game. So those things he'll continue to do. But I will put more on his plate going forward.
Hey, Jacques, got two more for you. First one, following up on Eric's question about the rebounding part. We've seen rebounding by committee not work out often? Just what can be done differently to give you a different result in the past? Or are you going to kind of have to come to the agreement that you're going to have to win in spite of not being that size and having that rebounding
Let's
strength?
go.
Yeah, a few things. So I think the one piece is other schemes that we can, lean towards a little bit. That last year we were just a little bit of handcuffed. This is how we had to play. With a training camp, I'm going to put more things on the guys' plate early in the year for us to try out. So I think schematically, that's one of the things. I think Day'Ron Sharpe gets an early look and see how he can impose his will, not only helping us, put things back to neutral by offensive rebounding, but at the same time, being big and a force for us at the rim. So he's a guy that probably will garner some minutes early and see how that responds. In the past, I have not blinked an eye at playing small, and I won't again, just because there will be some times where we do need to play small and space the floor. But Nick and Day'Ron early will have a chance to impose their will.
And second, for either one of you, I mean, the one player we haven't spoke about today is Cam Thomas. Just what does his offseason look like, and what's the expectation of him this season? Are you guys expecting him to step up and be that sixth man, or does he have more development than he needs to do to be able to get consistent minutes?
Yeah, I think, the Ben questions, the Mikal questions, Cam Thomas questions, they all fit around. You still got to perform. At the end of the day, you're going to be judged on your performance, and that's going to garner the minutes. And so the performance is on both ends of the floor, on defensively and offensively. And so we want to see growth on both ends of the floor. So that's the challenge for every individual that thinks they should be playing. At the end of the day, are you doing both things? Are you giving enough on both ends of the floor? And so that's what everyone will be judged on, performance-wise. That's why camp's going to be great, the competitive part of it.
Okay. All right.
I'm glad you
about to
paused
get
that
into
shit
it right now.
there.
Shout to the chat. Shout to the panel. Oh yeah, we about to talk. We about to get into it. Leaf. Shout to Barry, even though he be on his bullshit.
Hold
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
Wait.
Shout to Andre 76. Shout to Iceman the Eskimo. We going to read some of Iceman Eskimo comments today as well. But let me start off by saying this. They asked him about Cam Thomas. He basically said Cam Thomas ain't getting no minutes just because he could play offense. He got to play some defense too. He also he emphasized that point last season by seeing Cam Thomas put up big points and him still getting DNPs. So, can Cam Thomas be a two-way player this season? I think he can be a great offensive player and a good defensive player. And that's where I'm at right now with Cam Thomas. What you got on this, Leaf?
Well, before I get started, bro, I wanted to say this, bro. Listen, after the last few days of me and you getting in these other podcasts and other platforms, and me getting on other platforms, and any Nets topic that came up, I just want to say fuck anybody that's not standing with us.
Wow.
That's
well, we got business to attend to on that.
I just wanted to get that out of the way.
No. But I'm glad you said that, because what I did was clip the thing we did on Big Ox channel. I clipped that, made it a video, and with me, you, and going at the Bulls for Nahari. I think Nahari the Bulls.
Yeah.
Also, what you might not know is that SB Sports Talk.
I saw that.
All right, so I was on there. You see me on there.
Yeah, I fell asleep. It was last night. I fell asleep last night, and somehow,
all right, so let me tell you what happened. I jumped in the chat. They said they're gonna be 5th, 6th seed, so that's automatic. And my thing is, he said his name is SB Real Takes. He ain't give me no real take on how the Chicago Bulls gonna be the 5th or 6th seed.
Exactly.
And I'm saying pull up. SB Sports Talk, real takes, no fake debates. Because shit, they ain't no damn real take right there, bro. Yeah, you gotta please, man. I want the smoke, bro.
Listen,
stop it, man.
To me, listen. As far as the Bulls fans go, it seems like a whole 50-50 divide over there. You got Nahari telling us they want to break it up. And then you got somebody else telling us, and then you got SB saying that they better than us already, and they wasn't even better than the quote unquote C- team that made the play, that finished the season off 13 and 15 and made the playoffs. So I'm not even worried about teams that's not even in the race, bro. Like I'm not even worried about that. My bad. But
I'll kick it up dust anyway. You know how I do. Go ahead,
I will. Yeah, and I will be on that podcast, man. Listen, the 3-hour joint when they get to the Central Division in another week. Right now they on some other division, man. Like I said, man, if you ain't standing on this side, man, listen, fuck you and everything you stand for in your whole setup, bro. Like that's how I feel about it. And I'm not even going back and forth with it again. I said what I said, man. I'm saying what I'm saying on anybody else podcast. Fuck them all. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
Talk your shit.
So but to get to the I think listen, everything that Jacque Vaughn said is everything that we kind of had in our minds, man. Realistically, when you build a roster, you know, in one off season, catered to how you would like your players to play. You basically want to see what they could do on both sides of the ball. Now that's not to say anything particularly about anybody, but it does say something particularly in our minds about Cam Thomas because
But hold on that note. Well, no, I just want to say on that note, the question the reporter asked both of them was, did y'all intentionally make the training camp competitive for minutes? And they said yes.
Yes, they
so
did.
Yeah,
I believe that too. And
that's verbatim from them.
That was their word. They said it out loud. Yeah, they said it out loud and clear. And that was something that we kind of knew. They just confirmed it. That's all it really is. But getting back to the Cam Thomas part, I strongly believe that listen, if you wanna play your one style of play, you're gonna have to make additions to it, man, because that whole I'm gonna play this way no matter what type of play instead of adjusting, you already put yourself out there that you're not willing to make adjustments. That's what you just said. That's at least what I just heard. I mean, somebody else might have heard something else, but listen, it's getting me more and more to the point, man. Like, yo, I want to be able to smack the shit out of some of these other fans, bro. Like when they start talking shit about the Nets and Jacque Vaughn and Sean Marks sitting on beside of him, it's not making me confident enough. But with this last interview, man, when you say things like, hey, yo, the best player is going to do this and do that. I mean, like, listen, you got to realize what you got on your team. You got
but that's what I'm saying. Bro, you got to realize, I feel you on that. But at the end of the day, I feel like they got us for that. You know what I mean? I feel like they answer these questions in front of the press in a professional way. So I guess when they actually doing what they're doing, they don't feel no pressure or whatever. I can't call it. But what I will say is that's what we do, bro. Like, let them answer their questions professionally. Let them do what they do. But at the end of the day, I got from this interview that they got to put in the work. The answers y'all asking us to answer, we won't answer those questions until after the training camp. That's when we could, answer these same questions that y'all asking us. And they trying to be professional as possible, but they can't we think Mikal Bridges is going to average 30 and be an all-star. They don't want to put that out there. They don't want to put no pressure on the players to perform you feel me? Like they like kind of favoring the players more than the media. So when they go back to the huddle with Jacque Vaughn and Sean Marks go back to the guys, they feel like family. We feel good. Like the GM, the coach, and the players, we good. You know what I'm saying? We good. But, the media, they probably didn't get what they wanted from Jacque Vaughn and Sean Marks. And I like the fact they didn't put heavy commitments on this team. You know what I mean? It's not a championship expectation team, and they didn't talk like it. I like that. You don't put no pressure on the players. We just dealt with all of that shit. And they was just talking about that and like how they came in together at 2016 and what it is now. So these two on the same page means a lot. And I was waiting for this to happen. And it's going to be a good thing. And again, I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm saying. Him coming over from Orlando Magic, being an assistant coach first, I wanted that. And it was the right thing to have Kenny Atkinson in front of Jacque Vaughn when the time happened. I think the only opportunity that came in that should have been his was the Steve Nash opportunity. I think Kenny Atkinson was a good coach for the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm not mad that it didn't go to Jacque Vaughn first.
I think Kenny Atkinson was great for player progression and player development because when you put the young guys out there, and you basically like telling them when you put them out there, like, yo, come on, man, let's try this, man. Like, yo, okay, you good at this? All right, boom, let's add on to it. Yo, come off this screen or this, that, and the third. I think the same has to be included with some of the young players on this team. When I speak of the young players, I mean Cam Thomas, Nick Claxton, because those are the players that's still gonna be here. They still gonna be here, bro, and they was around when KD and Kyrie was here. And they still here now. So you gotta include them in what they're already good at, and then add on to all the stuff that they're not as good at, and let them excel. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got great defensive players around them, and obviously, bro, out of all the players on our team, we can honestly say Cam Thomas is probably like near the bottom when it comes to like the best defensive players on
but no, let's slow it down right there, because we always give him a grade on his defense. But let's talk about what he's not doing as a defender for us to not like, or for the coach to question his defense, or and the fans at that. So I'll start first, right? I don't like. I feel like a better job at coming around the pick. He could do a better job of fighting around that pick. He could do it in closeouts. That's my pick. Even if he don't get no steals, I think he could be a better closeout. As a matter of fact, I want to see him develop a defense where he you know what I'm saying, make the pump fake, decide if he should shoot.
But here's the thing, not to cut you off. Like, here's the thing. One of the reasons why I think Jacque Vaughn emphasized defense is because we're going to be playing against a lot of teams from 1 to 5 that could space the floor and that could score in various ways. You know, when you playing against a Milwaukee or a Boston or a 76ers, bro, they got players that could space the floor and shoot. So it's not going to be a lot of traps and double teams. If we are trapping in double teams, we better be doing it at an elite level, because as high as our defense is, our offense has to be just as great. The thing is what I would this is a play that the more and more I look at it, and the more and more I listen to that interview that you just played, the more and more I'm coming around to the fact that it's more play progression, but we still can make the playoffs or the play in at, like, if everything goes well. But the thing is, it's more of a player progression in terms of Claxton and in terms of Cam Thomas, because it's areas of their game that hasn't been unlocked yet.
Yeah, hold on.
With Nick Claxton, obviously it's on the offensive end, and with Cam Thomas, obviously it's on like the playmaking end and on the defense end. Those areas just have not been unlocked yet. If they could get unlocked with them getting the time and the minutes to do what they already good at, which Claxton is on defense, obviously, and which Cam Thomas is in terms of shot creation.
Right, but so let's hold on. Let's slow it down, right? So again, those are the things that I don't like about Cam Thomas on defense. He could do better on closeouts, and he could come around that pick a little. He could fight through that pick a little better. Now, that being said, I guess that's what Jacque Vaughn don't like, or maybe some other things as well, but definitely those two things, especially the closeouts. Now, when it comes down to the Brooklyn Nets in the direction as far as defense is concerned, and based off of what I heard in this interview, he talking about taking a lot of 3-pointers. Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard him talk about the 3-pointers?
I heard that.
So my thing is, like, no, that's not. I don't agree with that approach. First and foremost, I don't think that's. Well, let me tell you why. And this is to bring it back to you, which you and Lee, you and Chill agree on that. About the Mikal Bridges being the 2 and opposed to the 3. Now, when I listen to Chill, the way he explained it as the 3 don't really got no action, or you know what I'm saying? And I guess the 2 guard is really on the elbow, right? So in the game, if you got a starting 5, you got your 2 guard, he on the elbow for the most part. That's where he can do the most, action. You know what I mean?
I would say more elbow and off ball motion, and because that's basically what Mikal's been playing off of for the last 28 games, bro. Like, most of his points come off of like motion plays, man. Like running off screens, down screens. That's 2 guard shit. That's not 3 shit.
But that's what I'm saying. This is why I'm asking to slow it down. So you saying on the wing, but you think they only offensive thing they do is just knock down a 3 pump fake or go to the basket?
No. I'm saying a lot of what he's already elite at offensively is off of motion, bro. Like all the other areas, we don't want him to hold the ball. Like when Mikal gets the ball from Ben Simmons off a pin down or something like that, that's what we want. When Cam Thomas gets the ball or from Ben Simmons off a pin down, that's what we want. That's we want that one dribble pull up. Like, yo, he already freed up. Like he got his mid range space. He good. You know, they can make that. They just uncontested shots when they coming off of pin down, dribble handoff, pin down screens from.
All right. So what else though? But that's what but I feel like, and what I'm saying is, as far as offenses rank, when it comes, we got Mikal Bridges that could do that. He's a shot creator, and Cam Thomas equally is a shot creator. And I feel like Jacque Vaughn, he in a situation where he spoke on Cam Thomas like we got a lot of shot creators, and it's not like that. We need Cam Thomas on the offensive side of the ball. I wanted to hear Jacque Vaughn speak heavy, like, yeah, we need Cam Thomas. He's going to be a big part of the offense, and he ain't do that. So my thing is, I respect the fact that defense is first, and that's your style of play because he was in college really hooping and winning that way at one time. Jacque Vaughn was one of the better point guards in college, and it was because of his defense. He didn't average wild points and no shit like that, but he was sturdy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and
all right.
I'm saying that to say I understand. I could see the thought process. I see why he coaches the way he does.
Here's my thing. If Jacque Vaughn said that we got multiple shot creators on this team, and obviously everybody else is seeing something else, what does that tell you about Cam Thomas?
Yeah, he ain't getting no minutes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta see in training camp, man. I still hope for Cam Thomas to be
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like if he already said that yo, we got good shot creators on our team, and he is not valuing the fact that we all know, and everybody that has watched the Nets in the past, and from February from the time the trade happened all the way to April when we got swept, that the best shot creator on our team is Cam Thomas. What does that tell you? That tells you that he's basically yelling it out without saying it, that yo, if Cam Thomas don't play the defense that I want him to play, he's not going to be playing. Yeah, that's basically what he says.
Yeah, that's fact.
That's all in a nutshell, man. I mean, we can sugarcoat it however we want. That's what I got from it. That's what everybody else got from it, and anybody else that's going to watch this interview, that's what they're going to get the same thing from it.
I ain't got no coach made of sugar. I'm gonna keep it real with you, you know. it is what it is, you know. I feel like
we try to tell you, but
the best thing we could do is look like right here. These are the players on. This is what the team look like on the. You know what I mean? This is the guaranteed contracts. You know what I'm saying? And Cam Thomas is on a guaranteed standard contract. So my thing is, that being said, they have to trade him. Now, when I look at this roster and I wonder, you know, what's going to happen, you hear all the Dame talk, you know what I mean? It's like, I know y'all going to talk about him, but I don't think he's going to get traded. So, and whatever, you know what I mean? He's not, I just don't want Brooklyn to be part of it just to satisfy where Dame want to go. Don't put us in a situation where, you know, it don't work out for us. We need it to work for us. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, we don't look. We got Cam Thomas, a shot creator, Lonnie Walker, a shot creator. They asked about Dariq Whitehead. They said they're going to send him to the G League, something like that. And you know what I'm saying? Daron Sharp, he looked like 10 minutes early, like to prove whether or not he's his minutes and for another player to take. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. So that being said, yeah, I think he get a minute. Royce O'Neal, of course. Cameron Johnson, DFS, Spencer Dinwiddie, Spencer too. They keep talking about Spencer too. They ask directly, yo, it's been going. Are they playing for who's going to play the point guard? They asking these specific questions. This was
they asking the money questions, but because now the thing is when Jacque Vaughn answers the question. But like, just go back to the Cam Thomas thing. Yo, we got plenty of shot creators on this team, and we all know the best shot creator on this team is Cam Thomas. Now we getting to the point where you basically, all right, yo, running with your control, because now that the superstars is gone, now that you got this big ass contract and you got this extension, now you basically wonder with this whole basically, quote unquote, are we gonna do it my way, bro? Like my way works. Your way don't work. Your way didn't work in Orlando. Your way didn't work as assistant coach, and your way is not gonna work now. So the thing is, you in the L column just like a lot of those players on the team. So trust in them, and they'll trust in you. That's the thing about it. But when you say that we got plenty of shot creators on our team, and everybody up in here, and everybody that's gonna come in and talk on the Nets, and everybody that's gonna talk in the next 2 weeks when I get on the show and I get on PC, I ain't no way I'm gonna look stupid when he says this, bro. And I know for an absolute fact, that the roster that we got constructed now, Cam Thomas is the best shot creator on the team. It's not even close. The thing is, then you got Jacque Vaughn, who's the coach, that's saying, yo, we got plenty of shot creators. That means you don't believe in Cam Thomas. That's what that means.
My thing is with him, again, there's supposed to be a bond. I mean, I'm talking about a bond between Cam Thomas and Jacque Vaughn just because he sat there and was patient. I mean, you don't see him causing no fuss. You don't hear him in no trade talks. I mean, quiet. All of the stuff that been going on, you hear Hero, you don't hear Cam Thomas making no tweets. He ain't tight at nothing. The last quote I seen was him sitting next to his ex-LSU teammate, Trendon Watford, and he told him, I'm going to get busy this year, something like that. So my thing is, they could say whatever they want to say. Cam Thomas going to say whatever he want to say, and they're going to just talk. But when it comes down to training camp, we're going to see who want the minutes more. That's all I'm saying, because right now, I look at it for what it is. And Lonnie Walker definitely going to get minutes over Cam Thomas based on what I've seen. And far as style of play, I get it. But at the end of the day, we're going to need a bucket. After all of the X's and O's, we're going to need a bucket. Sometimes you ain't drawing up the X's and O's. We just need you to score for us. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
And who can do that better than Cam Thomas?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they going to, it's going to be an uproar. Like, I'm part of listen to me, bro. I'm part of the Brooklyn Brigade. I was part of the BK Block. I'm part of the fans that get the cheer, and then the whole crowd cheer after we cheer, in a sense, like they put it on a screen. It's our obligation as Nets fans to cheer that, and then the whole, you know what I'm saying? We hope that it affect the whole crowd and everybody start doing it, but people do it on their own. But that's our job when we there. So we doing that. If I go in there, bro, I'm yelling, play Cam Thomas, bro. I swear, word to the Nets fans that love the game. I would have the whole block saying, play Cam Thomas. The whole Barclays will be saying, put him in the game. Stop playing with me, bro. Like, are you serious?
Breeze, I feel everything that you're saying, but the bottom line is, man, it's gonna come down to coaching decisions, Brett, and it's going to come down to how they constructed this roster. All of the questions that they answered screams, basically, Brett, that Cam Thomas got to play our way or he not playing. It basically screams that, bro. Like, I don't think they give two damns about his shot creation unless he playing the defense that Jacque Vaughn wants him to play. That's basically what it is, bro. Like, this is Jacque Vaughn basically overnight in the last 28 games since they got rid of Kyrie and Kevin Durant, basically said, oh, it's my team now. All right, bet, man. I'm gonna do it how I want to do it now that they.
If Cam not playing no defense, I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, but
Cam is not playing the defense that Jacque Vaughn want him to play. He's not playing. He made that very simple.
Right, but what I feel y'all, and I'm not rebuttaling and like saying, but I'm saying I think that he's a professional. I think Cam Thomas is such a professional that he's going to do what's necessary on this defensive side of the ball. Now, again, I'm not going against what I said prior, and I was right. He got to the NBA because he's an awesome offensive player. That's a fact.
That don't mean nothing, though. That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean anything. That don't mean anything to Jacque Vaughn. That don't mean anything to Jacque. That don't mean anything to Jacque Vaughn.
Bro, hold on. You saying it don't mean nothing, bro? I didn't even say. I said that to say this. I said that, and then you said whatever you said. Let me get to this part. So again, he got to the NBA young, mind you. Got to the NBA as a rookie, got drafted. So again, he wild young, he's 21 now. The point I'm making, I said that to say this is yes, he got to the NBA because of his offense, but being a professional for 2 years, he said, I mean, I ain't say he said, but he could see that that's not the only thing it takes to get minutes in the NBA. Like, yes, I made it to the NBA because I'm an offensive player, but now I'm here. I'm not getting the minutes that I feel like I deserve. And the hiccup is him and his defense. I'm saying as a professional, as a player, I'm betting on it. I'm betting that Cam Thomas, his favorite player is Kobe Bryant. I'm betting that his work ethic on defense got better because his favorite player is.
How you know that if you didn't see him play one game?
No, I'm betting on it. That means I didn't see him play one game, but guess what? I believe that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to
first. You gotta see first.
Yeah, no.
Listen,
I'm not.
Look, here's the thing.
On both sides of the board.
I'm very very worried now that I heard this interview because I'm not hearing the part where Jacque Vaughn is basically like, all right, man, listen, I gotta believe in some of these guys, and I gotta acknowledge the fact that Cam Thomas is our best shot creator, Ben Simmons is our best passer, and whatchamacallit is our best defender, and Nick Claxton is our best defender. You have to put them in positions to use them skill sets on the court where those can be effective to help the team and everybody else around him, and everybody else can help fill in the blanks. Where Mikal's job is easier, where Cam Johnson's job is easier, where DFS's job is easier, bro. You have to figure out a way to get them on the court to use their best skill sets to acclimate their best skill sets to help the team. That's the whole part about this coaching shit. You have to figure out a way to maximize their skill sets and let them carry on and whatever on the best shit. How the fuck does everybody think that Steph Curry wasn't able to jack up threes the minute he came in the NBA? Somebody had to allow that shit to happen. It was Steve Kerr. It was like, all right, yo, cool. All right, let's do this. We're going to run sets. We're going to run plays. You ain't got to dribble that much, bro. Come around the screen, do what you do best.
Did you see the interview, the part where he was talking about how the guys that stay around, they deserve to stay because of what they've done as assistant coaches? Like he was talking about, I think Weaver, he's a assistant coach for the Brooklyn Nets. He got an interview on Voice of the Nets. Right. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was either that or the press conference. I watched the press conference. Yeah. But I'm saying that to say that, again, he got to assemble his team, you know what I'm saying? Not just the players, but the coaches too. And the coaches are important to him. He spoke highly on all of the coaches. Jay Hernandez, he said he was a head coach in the G League. And he mentioned other things too. Mentioned Kevin Ollie. Again, he holds his counterparts in a high regard. He respects all of their work ethic and their acumen. And I think that's part of the building the culture. All of these guys that's with him, he respected their work before they got here. You feel what I'm saying? Or he worked with them somewhere else, so he know they work, not just respected it. You feel what I'm saying? So again, we're building a culture. You feel what I mean? And I think Mikal Bridges is good for the culture. Nick Claxton, Cam Johnson. I think Cam Thomas could be good for the culture. I definitely think Lonnie Walker good for the culture. Dariq Whitehead, he from New Jersey. He's good for the culture. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of players that, that look good for the Brooklyn Nets. And I think that's what we're doing this season. It's not just playing development. I don't want to overlook the building the culture part. You know what I'm saying? Because I think right now that's what happened with Knicks fans. You know what I mean? We got a little elbow room, you know what I mean? So they feel away. But Barry like I push back wild crazy, so they know what it is. I already made it known that big fan Breezy over here. And I'm saying, like, they know what it is, bro. I do that everywhere, bro. But because the odds, we ain't got the odds in our favor. But that's why that's why I go hard the way I do anyway. Like, so what? Even if the odds not in our favor, I'm still a big fan. So I'm just like that. So now I'm saying all that to say we got an identity, Leaf. You feel what I'm saying? With KD and Kyrie, they come in here doing whatever they did, and you can't necessarily consider that an identity, a culture we can build from. We have to revamp and do it this way. And significance is the head coach having the biggest voice, and that's important. Everywhere there's a superstar, even with Michael Jordan, he wasn't the biggest voice. Phil Jackson was. If trust me, how many times you think Michael Jordan done said something to a player like he punched Steve Kerr in the face? You know what I'm saying? Phil Jackson's probably like, "Yo, chill, Steve Kerr." Like, though, you know what I mean? We need you. You know what I'm saying? Jordan is wilding,
they remember what happened. Phil kicked him out of practice. He was Jordan basically called up Steve Kerr and whatever. He was like, "Man, listen, he ain't had to apologize or nothing, whatever. You knew what time it was." But I understand that in terms of the X's and O's and in terms of managing the egos, Phil Jackson was great for the Bulls. It's in terms of getting the triangle offense, to getting Jordan to buy into the triangle offense and getting him to buy into that system. He worked for that. I understand that Jordan was still Jordan, but the buy into the triangle was just an addition to what Jordan was being already great, and then adding the X's and O's with the system to add Scottie as a threat and add other players as threats and add they shooters as threats. What I'm saying here is that we have to maximize what our best player, what the categories of our best players are already good at. Cam Thomas is the best shot creator on our team. I need that nigga Jacque Vaughn to fucking acknowledge that. He's not acknowledging this in that interview, bro. Like, he's saying, we got plenty of great shot creators. No, we don't. They're not proven shot creators like Cam Thomas. They're not. And I did even Barry know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is like, and as far as defense, we all over the place. I understand that. But having Nick Claxton as the anchor of that defense with his ability to fly all over the place and be mobile and play inside and outside, you have to be able to put him in positions to maximize that. Ben Simmons is the best passer on our team. You have to put him in positions where he can have plenty of opportunities to dot up the court. You have to. You have to do that, bro. Like, there's no other way around this shit. I need that nigga to acknowledge that and stop picking his great chin hairs, bro. I need him to stop looking at Sean Marks. I need him to get right, bro. Listen, I understand you want to be the biggest voice. That's fine as a coach, because you got your extension, and now the quote unquote divas is going, nigga. But I need you to believe in these players. Believe in them, bro. Else you gonna be the same shitter you was in Orlando. Believe in these players, because they way better than the shithole you had in Orlando. They way better than that. And I need you to fucking believe in them, bro. That's just that simple.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. I need you to keep that same energy, Leaf. That's what I need. Shout out to Barry, you know what I mean? But again, like I said, Nets fans is the best fans. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Unpopular Opinion Sports. Shout out to Brockwork. Shout out to Iceman Eskimo. All Nets fans. Shout out to all you guys out there. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all y'all. Y'all know what's up. And again, I would love to stay, but I got to play in the win until we meet again, my friend. Yo, listen, man. Nah, seriously, though, man. Shout out to Leaf. Shout out to Barry. I'm glad y'all pull up. Y'all always keep the fire. Y'all always keep the panel on fire. Y'all know what's up, man.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like, put this in the short, bro. I'm about to blaze out. I got to drive. I'm out. Let y'all.
All right, drive safe, Leaf. Word.
Yeah. Why that both friends say y'all gonna be 13 seed though? That was fun too.
Yeah, no, that was hilarious. I like how you clipped that part and then, you know what I'm saying, didn't get a chance to let me get my rebuttal off. So let me say this before I dip. Like a chip. Listen, with the avocado, when it come down to the Bulls and him saying a Chicago Bulls saying that they're gonna be 5th or 6th seed, they not even on the same page for success in the next season. And at the end of that show, if you didn't see a part I didn't clip, is asking them was they happy about whether or not they had that 3 going into next season, and they sound like they said no. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. I should pull it up now. I do got a few minutes, but I don't want to get flagged and that shit. I ain't got no time for that, man. Like I said, SB real takes. I want to hear your opinion, because it ain't a fact. You know what I'm saying? It could be a real opinion, because there ain't no way you saying that. I mean, listen, again, we'll see. I want to hear that talk when you pull up. You know what I'm saying? So again, Barry, all of these guys that you think that you see and they cooking me, I be cooking them. And respect the SB, I never cooked them. And he did pull up on my page. He know his shit. So I don't cook everybody that pull up, but it could happen. So, I'm just letting, you know what I mean, it be known that it could happen. Now, that being said, when it come down to the Brooklyn Nets being better than Chicago, hell yeah. I got us being better than Chicago by a mile. I got them looking like they looked last year. Like, I mean, they not no threat. I really feel like that. I think they are competitive far as a coach. I think he's all right, but I don't like their pieces. I don't like how they talking about what they got in the offseason. I don't like Javon Carter. I don't fucking like Ayo at the point as somebody that's dominant enough to be in the 5th seed. That's what they talking. You running with that? You running with them Bulls fans, Barry, running around talking about they gonna be fans. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they saying. That's what they saying to me. And I'm telling you, yo, they could get cooked talking like that, talking to me. So that's what I'm saying. So you co-signing that? You the one posting it on Facebook like you doing that to the Bulls fans' detriment. They the ones that's gonna get cooked.
I just clipped that said y'all gonna be 13 seed.
Yeah, you said that, but you putting Bulls fans in situations they don't want to be in with a fan like Big Fan Breezy. They don't want to get cooked by me. You don't think they got better things to do to get cooked by Big Fan Breezy? Bruh, they ain't gonna be in no 5th, 6th seed. How? Who? But they in the Midwest Division, they gotta be versus Milwaukee 4 times a year.
So y'all think y'all gonna be the 6th seed?
Yes, I keep telling you that we a playoff team, bro. The training camp is intentionally made for them to compete for minutes. We playing versus each other. We trying to outplay each other before we thinking about another team. We ready. Or if we not ready, we gonna be ready after this training camp.
I gotta see it to believe it.
Huh?
I gotta see it to believe it.
Of course. Shout to Barry. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Unpopular Opinion Sports. Y'all can see him tonight at Tuesday, 8:30, Heart of the City. Yeah, man, tune in, man. That's for all New York teams and all teams, all fans everywhere. You know, that's the Yankees. You know, they're gonna cover the Giants. Oh my goodness, they're gonna cover the Giants. If you love the Giants, they're gonna cover the Giants. They're gonna cover the Jets. But if you love the Giants, if there was ever a person that loved the Giants, if you was a fan and you ever wanted to hear a podcast cover any team ever, and it was the Giants, this is the podcast you need to watch. Man, they love the Giants. I love the Giants too, but these guys really love the Giants. So shout out to Unpopular Opinion. They got me being a fan of the Giants. I was Saquon Barkley hurt. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Unpopular. He know it's true. That's why he know it's true. Yeah, they said it in human. It's true for you.
How you feel about Ben Simmons playing 5-on-5 now?
Oh yeah, you know I'm confident. We flexing. You know, we flexing. We good. He playing and the training camp didn't even happen, and the training camp going to just see how much he can and can't do. And you know, Jacques Vaughn talked about being elite as a professional and taking care of your body, and you know, being able to compete at a high level because of your health.
You think he can average a triple-double this year?
A triple-double. If he healthy, I don't see why not. I think he likes to pass. I think part of the basketball is one of the things he loves to do is pass the ball. So I think Nick Claxton could be a good look for him and the shooters around him if we're going to be taking a lot of threes. I think this team could be well suited. It complements Ben Simmons. Yeah, I think it complements Ben.
You think he's going to shoot some threes this year?
Who knows, man? You know, I wouldn't put it past him, man. I wouldn't put it past him. If we blowing the team out, if it's a blowout, he might put a 3 up.
No, I'm talking about like if the game is close.
Why would we withdraw a play for Ben Simmons to shoot a 3? Like, you trying to be funny?
Hey,
no, why would we do that? He's not that kind of player.
He's shooting it in the off season, so
no. But the way the coach. The way
Jacques Vaughn said he want to see
coaches. You gotta let that. Hold on, Jacques Vaughn gonna coach that way where he try to make you improve on a weakness for.
He said he want to shoot a lot of threes this year again. So
yeah, but no, he's not doing that. He's explaining how if Ben Simmons is ready to compete at a high level and he's you know what I'm saying, good and he healthy, that's what he's gonna do. He's not putting him in no situation where he needs to compete You know what I mean? Where it's something that he don't normally do. We want to see him get back to his original game. And he spoke on that in the press conference. You guys should watch that interview with Jacques Vaughn and Sean Marks. It's dope. Yo, what up, Unpopular Opinion Sports?
Yo, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, man. What's good, man?
Yeah, I know you've been getting on me about the Giants. You already know, man. But we definitely gonna spice it up tonight, man, and set it off with the basketball. And one thing that I want to talk about, man, is how can the Nets take it to the next level offensively? Because like I've been saying, like you've been saying, like Leaf been saying, we all believe that this can be an elite team defensively. But how can the Nets take it to the next level offensively? Is it already on the roster? Do they need to make a change or a move during the season that can propel them? Because I think when you have a foundation that is defensive minded, think about the teams that win championships. The Spurs, defensive minded team, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. The Lakers with Shaq, who was an all-time defensive player. Kobe Bryant, another underrated defensive player. You got to look at the dynasties. Even the Warriors with Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, who are two perennial all-defensive type players. When you have a roster like the Nets that already has a foundation to be a great defense, what can you add to that roster that can put them in that next level to where they can compete offensively to possibly win a championship? And that's something that I want to talk about tonight. But I'll go ahead and get your spill on it real quick, bro.
Yeah, no. Tell them what time it come on, Brody.
Nah, tonight, 8:30, Heart of the City. Tuesday night, we do Heart of the City. We go around all New York City area sports. Like my man said, we've been spending a lot of time on football, but, I do got to switch it up. And we're going to talk about these basketball teams. I was kind of wanting to wait towards the beginning of the season to have you, Leaf, even Barry come on. Like I want to have all my Knicks fans come on towards the beginning of the season and have kind of a round table. But
yeah, no,
I mean?
Bro. We always could do that. But what I'm saying is, I'm joking with you. It's a good thing, they Giant fans. You know me, I'm a big fan. I know what a big fan is, and these guys are big fans of the Giants. That's what I'm saying. But that being said, yeah, 8:30 be there. I'm about to, maneuver and whatnot. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all, and be there, man. Tune into that show. It's a dope show. Shout out to Coach Ed. We miss you, Jeffy. You know that. Again, yeah, man. I just wonder what he would say sometime. You know what I mean? But again, man, listen, man. Appreciate life, and stay safe, man. Drive safe if you're on the road. You know what I'm saying? We found something we love in basketball, man. Protect it. Have a good day, y'all. And football too, and the Giants, right? Unpopular Opinion Sports.
No doubt, man. Shout out to the Giants, man. Even though they looking kind of crazy right now, but yeah.
Right. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what's up, man. Shout out to the Heart of the City. Be there at 8:30 tonight. We out here, man. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B